There are 5 dramatic EastEnders spoilers for next week, including a busted lip, a blackmail plot, and a family feud. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler 1, Aani gets hurt. Aani's love life is due to be the topic of conversation this week as Nugget catches her texting a mysterious boy. Feeling embarrassed, she begs him to keep quiet. After she spends too long on her phone, Ravi confiscates it. He enlists Priya to try and get into it to read her messages. Priya tells him there's nothing to worry about, as Aani has told her in confidence that she's going out with Barney. Believing her, Ravi decides not to go through her messages and later gives it back. Aani secretly heads off to meet Mason. Things get heated and Aani tells him she won't sleep with him. He later tells her to leave, which leaves her with a busted lip. Elsewhere, Ravi and Priya share a charged moment at Wolford's before an upset Aani arrives back on the square where she's spotted by Ravi. She's visibly distressed. Aani covers, but Ravi's convinced Barney is to blame and decides to teach him a lesson. Spoiler 2, Penny blackmails Jack. Still reeling from his harsh comments, Penny decides to get her own back on Jack. She and Harry team up and blackmail Jack. Not having any of it, Jack heads to the Archers to demand answers. Harry tells Jack to agree to his blackmail terms by the end of the week, or there will be consequences. Later, Jack reveals a worrying discovery to Penny. Could this change her mind? It appears so, as she confronts Harry later on in the week. But this only angers Harry. Feeling defeated, Jack agrees to turn a blind eye, but could this secret eventually come out? Spoiler 3, the Panars versus the Mitchells. This week is tough, with a new family feud breaking out between the Panars and the Mitchells. Following what happened to Aani and her supposed relationship with Barney, Teddy and Ravi come to blows, as Ravi decides to make a spectacle of Barney. Feeling stressed, Aani races to the scene and forces Ravi to give up on his plans. Outside the cafe, Teddy and Ravi square up to each other as the police arrive. Feeling hurt, back at number 1, Teddy calls Harry with a plan to hit back at Ravi. Later, Teddy attempts to make an alienated Barney feel more included in the family, but his efforts fall flat and Barney makes a decision. After some regrouping, the Panars try to plan their next move to get their own back. They debate the best way to take their revenge on the Mitchells. However, Suki intervenes, insisting she doesn't want to see any more of her family behind bars. Taking the lead, Nish concludes he and Suki will reach out to Teddy and put things right. The pair meet up with him in the cafe. But will things go to plan? Harry is intrigued when he hears Barney on the phone, but he and Teddy are worried by what they discover. And we've still got 2 more exciting EastEnders spoilers to come, so stay where you are. Spoiler 4, Alfie comes home. Alfie startles his family as he arrives back home from Birmingham early. Kat tries to hide her injury, but Alfie notices it straight away. Kat lies and tells him she got it after a boozy night out with Stacey, but Alfie soon discovers she's lying after speaking to Stacey in the Vic. Later on at number 5, Kat fumes at Tommy for using her credit card without her permission, having already lied to Alfie about his actions. But the pair don't realise Alfie has been listening and proceeds to demand answers. After tough questioning, Kat finally admits it was Tommy who hurt her. And finally, spoiler 5, the Slaters have a problem. Deciding it's time for family time, the Moons sit down with Freddy for a meal together. However, Tommy's bad behaviour follows him. A confrontation breaks out between Tommy and Freddy, which quickly escalates. How will the Slaters react to the fight? Will Kat and Alfie admit they're struggling? And if you're a fan of this week's EastEnders spoilers, subscribe so you can come back next week for more Wolford news.